Random Wednesday on a random Wednesday. It's good to be back. Last week, no video out. Again, I do apologize. Unfortunately, being a YouTuber, you still have to deal with real world problems, and I had a couple of fires to put out. But that's beside the point. We're here now. It's almost midnight. Beautiful spring evening out here in Mathtown. And we're back with Cube again. Now, last time at the end of the video where I replaced the bulbs or the LED units, I remember telling you guys that there's a couple of problems with the lights and I'm gonna have to replace them. Now, the good thing about it is in this video you'll see the fact that I now have fully functional new lights, and yeah, they're performing better than I could ever have imagined. The only problem we do have is one of my tail lamps is dead. Now, the one tail lamp works just fine. The other one has this thing where it would go off every now and then, but I just walk up to it and literally tap it, and it would switch right back on. So today I wanted to strip it to see maybe if it isn't just a connector that's a bit loose that needs to be put back in place, or if it is a bulb that's dead that I would then need to replace. So we're tackling that today. I'll show you guys some footage of the lights that I do have on Cube right now. Cube coming out so fine. But then I'll also show you the differences between the rear lights, the one that actually works and the one that doesn't. The one that doesn't work, the brake lights still come on, which makes me think it could be the bulb, because if it was the actual connector that connects the wiring to the light unit itself, then nothing should be working there. But anyway, still, process of elimination. We have to go through it to just make sure it is whatever we think it is. So yeah, in today's video, that's what we'll be doing. We'll literally be sort of opening it up and taking a look at what the problem could be, and we'll take it from there. Yeah, a couple of things coming up over the next few weeks that you guys are definitely going to be enjoying, but stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for that. I'll let you know more about it at the end of this video. So here we see the new lights that are working really well. They are halogen bulbs and not LED, but man, are they sharp. Perfect fitment. So the tail light on the right hand side working just fine. The one on the left completely dead. So in order to reach the tail lights at the back of the Polo, we have this lining on the inside of the boot. You open that lining up. It's got a bit of a plastic key on it. You open up that lining and the space is a bit tight in there, but you come across a big plastic bolt that you have to unscrew, and once you unscrew them, you can then pop out the rear tail light and do whatever you need to do to it. So at this point, the light is basically out, but it's very important that you remember that there is still a bit of a wiring loom that is hanging on to the inside of this this light unit. So what you do is you take a flathead screwdriver, as I did in my case, and you literally just remove the clip for that wiring loom, because it really won't serve any purpose between once you open up that rear tail light and when you put it back on. You'll notice one thing about Cube is everything is really tightly fitted on this vehicle, and nothing happens easily. I don't know if it's just the fact that the car is well built, or, and I think this is the more likely reason, it's just my lack of experience. But once you get that clip out, you've got two tabs there. The one tab you push back and the other one you push down. Once you push the one down, then the taillight literally just comes off that easily from the car. Yeah, so after stripping everything apart, taking this light out and removing this, it literally comes down to two things that have gone wrong. One is the indicator bulb. As soon as I took this cover off, the indicator bulb just fell apart. It literally fell apart. Yeah, I've never seen a bulb come apart like that. I mean, that's pretty hectic. Um, it was that, and then the light that literally fits in this middle section is gone. I don't know if you can see. Okay, too much dust on it. But that little filament in the middle is, yeah, it's snapped right down the middle. So obviously with no filament, a globe can't work. And that filament, yeah, has fallen to pieces. Now, I would like to take either the brake light or the reverse light, preferably the reverse light, and pop it into the indicator socket just as a temporary measure so that we have indicators, or as some of our overseas viewers might call them, turn signals. But for some reason, they're just not compatible. Let me see if I can get they look like they might be. The size is roughly the same size, but it's obviously a bayonet head light bulb, but it won't fit in because there is a, okay, I'll put that back where it stays. There is a bit of an offset when it comes to those little lobes on the side. Yeah, they don't line up the same as the others. The base of the bulb is exactly the same size, but yeah, those little lobes don't line up the same as the ones on either the reverse light or the brake light. So I can't substitute it. I would have taken the reverse light and put it there for the meantime, and then tomorrow morning go and get a new bulb. But yeah, it's gonna have to be some disky driving until I get to the place that sells the spares. So yeah, that's the problem. That's why Cube does not have lights on one side. The indicators were working fine though, so I'm surprised to see this bulb just fall apart, literally crumble the way that it did. Like I said, I've never seen a bulb come apart like this. The filament inside is still looking good, still connected, but yeah, the base of it literally just fell off as soon as I opened it up. But yeah, so what I'm gonna have to do is put all of this back together again because we can't drive around with a big hole in the side of the car. I'm gonna put all of this back in place, and first thing in the morning, I have to run down to the spares shop and get a new set of bulbs, a couple of them. That is interesting. I'm trying to figure out if I can get this in LED. That would look pretty stunning. But anyway, I'll see you when I get there. Yeah, let me button this back up and prepare for tomorrow morning. It was a little more involved than I thought, especially removing this back part with circuitry and everything. But it's not a very difficult thing to do. So yeah, let's put it back together and wrap it up. So there we have it for today's episode. Cube is all buttoned up again. I found a bit of a cheat code on how to put it back together without putting everything back together, just so that it can hold up until we hit up the space shop tomorrow morning. Yeah, that indicator bulb coming apart like that, never seen that before. But I mean, it's mission accomplished. the idea was to strip out this light just so that we can figure out what's wrong with it and why it's not coming on. And I think we've been able to establish that pretty well. Um, yeah, tomorrow morning, just getting the two bulbs, fit them, shouldn't be too difficult. And then, yeah, we move it on. But as I said, a couple of exciting things happening over the next couple of weeks. Uh, Something happening first, which apparently includes two world record attempts. Stick around for that one. And then the one after that, also the episode after that, is bound to be pretty exciting too. So yeah, a random Wednesday out in gorgeous Math Town. My name still not important. What's important is the work we're doing on this channel, and we're getting somewhere with the maintenance work on Cube, and so much more to come. So thanks for joining us for this week's episode. Please comment down below. Let me know if there's anything that you saw me doing wrong, which I'm pretty sure there is plenty of, because I am a novice. I've never done this before. I have no mechanical experience whatsoever. Yeah, tell a friend about us. Let's keep growing our family. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. And share the link with others that you may know that might like what we're doing. Yeah, I think that's where we'll end it off for today. As I said, it's Random Wednesday. Let's get it.